I'm Leila. So today we're checking out some Raid Shadow Legends, and we have a showcase today for Ice Golem Hard 10. And the comp is going to be Mithrala, Siphi, Artak, Ragash, and Dreng. Basically, we're going to be talking about Dreng because he's going to be pretty much the main carry in this, even though it is a bit of a team effort. And this showcase is going to be courtesy of SJ. SJ does have a YouTube channel. I will have a link down below. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel as well, too. Okay. So here we are on Walking Tomb Dreng, and he's such an interesting looking champ. I say this all the time. I do have his lore story on my lore channel too if you want to figure out what the heck is up with this, right? Okay, so we are going to see here that Dreng has a regen set. I'm such a fan of the regen set. It's probably one of my favorites. And a speed set. And also has a blood shield ring, which gives the wearer a shield worth 5% of damage dealt after attacking. So let's check out his stats before we actually head into the dungeon here. So let's see, Ice Golem Peak. We do have a little bit of a bonus here. All right, so let's talk about that. Is for HP, he's at 68,000. We have 1,600 attack, 2,300 defense, 248 on the speed. Crit rate, we have 54%. Crit damage, we have 72%, 221 on the resistance, and then we have 118 on the accuracy. And you're going to see there's a little bit of like a +8 on the speed. That's going to be just like an area bonus that we have on Ice Golem. And let's check out his skills. We should be fully booked. We are fully booked. And if for some reason, if you're not familiar with him, I'll go over his abilities really quick. So when his A1 hits twice, it instantly activates any HP burnt on the target after attacking. So makes him great for like Hydra, and you are also going to see here in the Ice Golem as well too. Exalted Pirates and AoE has a chance of placing HP burn on all enemies for 2 turns and cannot be resisted. Death's Balance. Equalize the HP of all allies then attacks. HP level of allies we brought up to level the ally with the highest HP. The attack ignores 30% of target's defense. The target's current HP is lower or equal to this champ's current HP. It decreases cooldown of Exalted Pyre by 1 turn if the target's current HP is higher than this champ's current HP. Which, again, is going to happen with bosses, right? Bosses are pretty much always going to have more HP than he does. And Fortress is going to be his passive. Reflects 30% of the damage this champ receives back to the attacker if this champ has 50% HP or more. It deals 30% more damage instead if this champ has less than 50% HP. Mines, thank you so much for 4 months using your Prime. We call those Bezos bucks. Thank you so much for giving me Bezos the money. I appreciate that. And you can use your Prime at any channel but you chose here. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. And then his aura is ally HP in all battles by 30%. So let's check out the masteries that we got set up. So it looks like we have defense and support. And we are going to see that the T6 ends up being oppressor, which increases the turn meter fill rate by 2.5% for each active debuff cast by this champ. And it stacks up to 10%. So that is going to be Dreng. And like we said, even though it is going to be a team effort between these champs, we have Dreng basically being kind of the carry on this. We'll probably see that with the amount of damage that we're going to have. So let's hop on in to Ice Golem. All right, guys, here we are. We are in Ice Golem Hard 10, and so you are going to see here's our team. We do have Mithrala in lead for ally accuracy, and then here's our Artak, Siphi, Ragash, and Dreng. So let's check out the presets before we actually, you know, hop on in here. So Mithrala looks like we kind of just leave her as is. Artak for round 1, we are going to start with Dogs of War, which is going to be the AoE HP burn, decrease attack, into the Purify, which is AoE HP burn, restores champ's max HP. Round 2, it's going to be a little bit of a swap. We're actually going to start Purify first, then go into Dogs of War, and then boss mode is going to be the same as round 2, so that's going to be for Artak. Siphi looks like we leave her alone. Dreng, we leave him be. And Ragash, we're going to start with his Fur Typhoon on round 1, which is the AoE, also his decreased defense, has a chance for a stun. Same thing round 2. And then we're actually going to shut it off on round 3. All right, so there is our team going into Ice Golem Hard 10, and let's go. So while we have a nice kind of group effort here, Dreng is kind of the You know, his shoulders are getting pretty thick here. He's kind of like the heavy lifter here. So we're going to see how much damage they end up doing in the end. Look at all those HP burns. Oh my goodness. HP burns, and look at all those stuns. Okay. There we go. That is round 1. And that was about 35 seconds. On to round 2. Think maybe like another 30 seconds here and then to the boss. Okay. A little bit more than 30 seconds, but they don't really have a whole lot left. Love that though. It's like they're permanently, they got like perma HP burns on and stuns. So basically we just have Sir Nick left. That's Artax's, I think, fire dogs or something, right? I like that animation. All right, so that one took about a minute to get through, and now we are on to the boss. All those HP burns. Okay. So we're rounding in on 2 minutes. And I'd love to know, you guys are running Ice Golem Hard 10. What comp are you using? What champs are you running? Yeah, it's Artax that's got like the fire dogs. I think that's really cool. I like that animation. Okay, we're at the 2-minute mark. Dreng is just such an interesting looking champ with he carries his kid with him everywhere he goes. He's such a good dad. You know, every day is take your kid to work day, right? And he does a really good job making sure that his kid's got like this chair that looks very comfortable. Kid's all strapped in. He's not falling out. He even put a helmet on him in case he does fall out. Like, just a really good dad. Who let the dogs out with Artax? Those of you guys watching on YouTube, Twitch chat is just very comedic as usual. Okay, so we're rounding on to about 3 minutes. And then, yeah, we're going to end up seeing how much damage these guys do. But drop me a comment down below on the team you are using. Listen, Artax's been in the game for like what? Not Artax, sorry. Dreng's been in the game for like 2 years now, you think? Maybe 2 years? And he's still really useful, again, with all these HP burns, too. Still see him a lot like in Hydra. You see him in here, too. Okay. Artax is down, but that's all right. And he's back up. Thank you, Siffy. 3.5 minutes. Okay. Rounding the bend on 4. And guys, I will have a link down below for SJ's YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe on there. He does all these different comps too, puts up all kinds of raid videos as well on his YouTube channel. So make sure you go check that out. Especially because we get to have fun with this. Then you guys can always see like later on when he starts upgrading gear, starts upgrading champs and trying some new stuff. You can usually see that on there as well too. All right, 4.5 minutes. There we go. So I think part of that might be because Artax was down, but look at that. I mean, okay, so we have Mithrala did a mill damage. Artax did 2-2. Ragash did 1-8. And look at Dreng, 7.7 mill damage. So again, for sure, like Dreng is basically like the hard carry here. Guys, thanks for watching. SJ, thank you so much for the showcase. And like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe to his channel, and I'll see you in the next video.